everyone, welcome back to my channel Learn with Shina. If you are preparing for the IELTS and reading is the weakest module, trust me, this section is not difficult if you follow the right strategy. By the end of this video, you will clearly understand how to attempt IELTS reading smartly, not blindly. First of all, let me tell you one important truth. IELTS reading is not a test of English only, it is a test of speed and strategy. You get 60 minutes, around 30 questions and long passages. So if you read every word, you will definitely run out of time. That's why we use two powerful techniques, skimming and scanning. Skimming means reading very fast and understand the main idea. You should skim the title, headings, underline keywords, first and last line of the paragraph and the tone of the paragraph. Don't stop for difficult words just to move your eyes quickly. Scanning means looking for specific information like dates, names, numbers, keywords from the question, proper noun, adjectives, synonyms and the paraphrasing. For example, if the question mentions climate change, your eyes should scan the passage only for that phrase of this synonym. Another very important tip is synonyms. IELTS rarely repeats the same words. The question might say advantages, but the passage might say benefits. So always think what is another word for this. Secondly, never leave a question blank. There is no negative marking in IELTS. Every question requires different skill. For instance, summary completion and sentence completion type of question do require synonyms, while true false not given types of questions are needed. Paraphrasing, match family questions like match heading, match features, match ending, list of heading requires general understanding and tone of the paragraph, as these strategies would help you get high band in IELTS reading. Remember one golden rule. Answers come in order in most IELTS reading questions. First, let's understand the format. IELTS reading has 3 passages, 40 questions and 60 minutes. Academic and general reading have the same scale, but academic passages are more difficult. General passages are easier but still tricky. But the band criteria is different. Like if academic IELTS reading module students get 30 out of 40 questions, then they're gonna get 7 band, while IELTS GT students could get 6 band. So you must manage time properly. Otherwise, even good English will not help. Now, let me tell you the biggest truth about IELTS reading. IELTS reading is not about reading every word. IELTS reading is about finding answers quickly. Many students fail because they read like a story. You must learn how to read fast and smart. Do not stop for difficult words. Do not use dictionary in exam. Just ask yourself, what is the passage about? For example, if the question says in 1990, scan only for 1990, not the whole paragraph. Your eyes should move fast like a scanner. Now let's have a look on question type. How do you manage your time to make sure you answer all the questions in IELTS academic reading section? If you come across a certain question that you are struggling with and is taking a while to answer, such as match heading question, you can leave it, continue with the rest of the question and then at the end come back to it. An important tip to remember is that don't need to waste too much time on a tricky question and then lose time to answer the rest. Now points to ponder. Whether you need to know a lot of academic vocabulary, having a wide range of vocabulary will help you in the IELTS academic reading section. It is recommended that you read at least one academic article a day when preparing for the IELTS. As you read, pay attention to new words, how they are used, as well as the words that surround them. This will help you understand how vocabulary and grammar works to give meaning to a sentence. As you read, use critical thinking skills to connect information, inform meaning, and bring different ideas together to create the meaning. Number 2, matching paragraph information. In this type of question, you will be given a reading section followed by a list of statements. From here, you are asked to choose the statement that best fits the content of the reading. In addition to paying attention to keywords and paragraphs content, you must be familiar with the paraphrasing to find the right information. Since the answers are not in consecutive paragraph location, be sure to read each section carefully. There may be two answers in one paragraph while the other paragraph does not provide the same information needed. Number 3, matching features. Matching features is another important type of test to assess your ability to understand the relationship between facts from the reading as well as the ability to identify ideas and opinions. Here you are asked to read the paragraphs, then check the list of the statements with the information provided. For example, based on your reading, you might need to match a researcher's name to his discovery or a historical event to his timeline. To take this type of IELTS reading test, you need to pay attention to a number of things, including understand each specific piece of information in the passage so you don't have to read the entire paragraph. Remember synonyms for words because statements or answer may use other words that have not appeared in the reading. Note the keywords or important informations contained in paragraphs. Number 4, matching sentence ending. In matching sentence ending, you will be given recording along with 2 lists of sentences. The first list of sentences contain incomplete sentences while the other are alternative sentences. Here you need to match incomplete sentences with alternative sentences based on the reading provided. One of the tips for working on this type of problem is to practice grammar such as subject, verb, agreement, noun and pronoun and tenses, because by understanding it you can fix which next sentence is more suitable from a grammatical point of view. Then comes number 5. Number 5, true, false, not given or yes, no, not given. When working on this type of question, you must find whether each statement gives correct information or not based on the text. Because as the name implies, if the question is appropriate, the answer you can choose is true or yes. Meanwhile, if it is not appropriate, you can choose false or no. In addition, you can select not given for statements that are not mentioned in the text. Number 6, multiple choice. You must be familiar with the multiple choice question type. Apart from IELTS reading, this type of question can also be found in exams. To complete the test, you must choose the correct answer based on the reading. In addition to understanding the main idea of the paragraph, you also need to look for specific information in the text. That is why the skimming technique will probably be very useful in this type of question. If you have difficulty choosing one of the 4 available options, you can use the elimination method. Try to reduce some of the choices that are considered the most inappropriate. Number 7, list of options. Almost the same as multiple choice, in this type of question you will be asked to choose the most correct answers. More specifically, the choice list contains words, information or name. The question asked will lead to a list of amount that must be mentioned, and you can choose more than one option. For example, which 3 of the following materials are mentioned? Number 8, choose a title. If you previously matched topics or title in this section, you will need to select one of the title from the list. You will be given a reading, then asked to choose the most appropriate title. As with the matching headings question type, here you need to understand the difference between main idea and supporting ideas and know the purpose of the passage. Number 9, short answer. As with other English proficiency tests, you will be given reading followed by a series of questions. This type of question evaluates your ability to identify and understand information based on reading material. Usually, a question and information in paragraphs follow the same order, so it will be easier for you to find answer to these type of the questions. Number 10, sentence completion. In this type of IELTS reading question, you will be given reading along with a list of incomplete questions. You must complete the blanks that are not completed based on the reading provided. So it is better to learn paraphrasing and synonyms so you can find the answer more easily to sentence completion type of question. Number 11, summary completion. Besides, in this sentence form, there are also types of IELTS reading test questions that require you to complete a conclusion from the reading. To answer this type of question, you need to know the part of speech of the missing words in the paragraph, whether they are noun, adjectives, etc. So you can find the right word and follow the English grammar. Number 12, table completion. In this type of question, you will get to see a table with some missing pieces of information. You need to complete the blanks with appropriate information based on the reading material. Number 13, flowchart completion. As with flowchart, in this type of question, flowchart completion, you will also be asked to complete the missing information. The difference is that the data will be presented in the chart form. You must fill the blanks in the chart based on the reading material provided. Number 14, completion diagram. Finally, you need to fill the missing information on the chart. As with the previous type of the question, the diagram completion aims to assess your ability to understand synonym, paraphrases, and the meaning in the context. These are the 14 types of IELTS reading test questions that you will be working on. Don't forget to practice a lot and understand each type of question so you can work on it more effectively. Answers usually come in order. Do not jump randomly in the passage. Synonyms and paraphrase. This is a game changer. IELTS never repeat exact word. For example, for increase, rise, grow, problem, issue, advantage, benefit, important, significant. If you don't understand synonym, you will miss the answer. Always match meanings, not words. Time management strategy. Time is your biggest enemy. Best strategy: passage 1, 15 minutes, passage 2, 20 minutes, passage 3, 25 minutes. If a question is confusing, skip it, move on, come back later. Never spend too much time on one question. Final tip in motivation: never leave any answer blank. No negative marking. Practice daily. Use a timer at home. Remember, practice makes speed. Speed brings accuracy. Accuracy gives 7+ pound. So if you found this video helpful, like, share and subscribe. Learning isn't difficult anymore. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.